a second-generation student by the name of Chris Kent came to me with an article that he had written, which is going to be published in a variety of places, and it's called Understanding the True Nature of JKD. And he just sent it to me to read, and I said, it's an interesting article, so let's start a conversation about JKD on the website, and I'm going to provide a link to the article for you guys, or post it on the site so that in my blog, so that you can read it. And I'll tell you, first of all, I want to say, Chris wrote this all on his own. He didn't write it for me or for anything like that, and what he says in it is his own opinion. But there are a lot of really great things in the article that I liked. For instance, he talks about how the root of Jeet Kune was Bruce Lee himself, and how that my father's search for the fundamental truth or essence underlying efficient human movement in combat is what JKD is all about. My father looked to science rather than tradition, to motion rather than style. And, so these are a few things from his article that I really like. I think he really does capture certain great thoughts on JKD, and so I want you all to read it, and I would love to have you, sort of start a conversation around this, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are. He talks a little bit how in here in his article about how new terms for JKD have been springing up lately, and how really we don't need any terms other than Jeet Kune Do, because Jeet Kune Do has always been about totality. It's about the totality of fighting, no holds barred, top to bottom, and you don't need to call it original, you don't need to call it new or contemporary, you don't need to call it any of these things, because it already encompasses everything that you need. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm not trying to create some sort of, I know people get fevered about this type of thing. It's just a discussion. I'm curious. I'm curious to know what you think. So check it out, and let me know what you think. And I hope to hear back from you, and I think we'll continue this discussion on Jeet Kune Do as time goes on. Thanks.